Imagine Wakanda, betrayed from within, its king broken, its queen imprisoned. And in the shadows, Doctor Doom waits, ready to steal the very heart of the nation. It's Vibranium. This wasn't just a war for land. This was a war for the soul of Wakanda and the fate of the entire Marvel Universe. Today on Wakandian Whispers, we uncover the full story behind Doomwar, a battle so devastating, Black Panther had to destroy what made Wakanda powerful just to survive. The crossover featured heroes from all over the Marvel Universe aiding Wakanda against a hostile takeover by Doctor Doom. The event had a massive impact on the Wakandan nation. However, by the end, Wakanda was saved, but at a great cost, which affected the entire Marvel Universe. Here is a complete look at Doomwar, the build-up to the event, and how it impacted Wakanda and the Black Panther for years to come. Long before the first blow was struck, the seeds of Doomwar were planted deep within Wakanda's own walls. The Desturi, a radical group of Wakandan traditionalists, began to rise. They believed T'Challa had betrayed Wakanda's ancient ways by opening their borders, sharing their technology, and forging alliances with outsiders. This group was deeply xenophobic, desiring a return to Wakanda's isolationist origins. The Desturi's growing voice caused a political divide, which weakened Wakanda. Moreover, Ororo Munroe, better known as Storm of the X-Men, was married to T'Challa at the time, making her part of the royal family. Since Queen Ororo Munroe was a foreigner to Wakanda, she became an easy target for the Desturi. Storm's mutant powers did not earn her any favor with the group either, and in the darkness, a master manipulator found them. Dr. Victor Von Doom, ruler of Latveria, sorcerer supreme in some timelines, and perhaps the smartest human in the Marvel Universe. Doom whispered into their ears, fed their paranoia, funded their uprising. Not because he cared about Wakandan purity, but because he wanted Wakanda's greatest secret, Vibranium. In Black Panther, 2009 #1, Doom's plan is set into motion. The Desturi launch a coup. What happened during Doomwar? At the beginning of Doomwar, T'Challa and his wife, Queen Ororo Munroe, are ambushed in New York. T'Challa is gravely wounded, left comatose. The Desturi are nearly in full control of Wakanda. Storm is placed on trial for treason, practicing witchcraft and crimes against humanity. Refusing to cooperate, Storm is sent to a prison cell. Wakanda, once the nation no one could conquer, stood on the brink of collapse. But even broken, T'Challa was not defeated. While he recovered, the throne could not sit empty. Enter Shuri, T'Challa's brilliant younger sister. With Wakanda in flames, Shuri undergoes the sacred Panther trials, facing the Panther goddess Bast herself. In a brutal spiritual vision, Shuri must confront her pride, her fear, and her worthiness. She passes, but Bast warns her, the future is bathed in blood. Shuri becomes the new Black Panther, a warrior queen ready to defend her home by any means necessary. While recovering from his wounds, T'Challa begins his own path, beyond kingship and tradition. He dives deep into the study of ancient Wakandan magic and forbidden sciences that even he once feared. Because Doom was no ordinary enemy, he wasn't going to be beaten by a simple army. He had already factored armies out of the equation. Doom's invasion. Dr. Doom's strategy was ruthless and brilliant. He combined Latverian technology with sorcery, unleashing cybernetic monstrosities powered by dark magic. He used Wakanda's own fear and division against them. He corrupted the Vibranium Vault's defenses. He hacked Wakanda's energy grid. And when Doom himself appeared, clad in his enchanted armor, powered by mystical and technological might, it was clear Wakanda might lose everything. But this wasn't just Wakanda's fight. T'Challa sent an emergency call to allies around the world. The X-Men answered. Wolverine, Storm, Cyclops, Nightcrawler. Even Deadpool, the unpredictable mercenary, got involved, hired by T'Challa under mysterious terms, leading to one of the most chaotic, hilarious, and unexpectedly heroic moments in the story. With the help of the X-Men, T'Challa and Shuri freed the Wakandan queen. However, Doom had previously placed nanite cameras inside Wakanda's citizens, spying on the nation to discover where the precious metal was hidden. Dr. Doom's endgame. Dr. Doom's endgame was clear. Control all Vibranium. Use it to rewrite reality itself. With Vibranium's properties, absorbing, storing, and redirecting kinetic energy, Doom theorized he could alter the fundamental constants of the universe. Forget conquering Earth. Doom wanted to become God. Armed with so much knowledge about Wakanda, Doom was able to reach the Vibranium Vault before the Black Panthers. Taking off with Wakanda's precious resource, he established factories of Vibranium around the world. T'Challa and Shuri went to the Fantastic Four, seeking aid against Doom. Together, the heroes struck at Doom's factories across the globe. These factories contained Vibranium-enhanced Doombots, putting up quite a fight against the Panthers and the Fantastic Four. T'Challa and Shuri then led the heroes on a direct strike against Doom's castle in Latveria. By this time, Doom had powered up significantly, using a new Vibranium armor that could control all metal. As a last resort, T'Challa found a terrible solution, having delved into Wakanda's lost sciences. If he couldn't stop Doom, he could make Vibranium useless. In the final, devastating move, T'Challa deploys a global energy pulse, a spiritual techno-weapon that deactivates all processed Vibranium on Earth. Not just in Wakanda, but everywhere. The shields, the weapons, the technology, all of it, dead. He made Wakanda vulnerable to save the world. What happened after Doomwar? Quite possibly the biggest consequence of Doomwar was rendering all Vibranium inert. The precious metal became useless, forcing Wakanda to rely on other resources for economic growth. Since Wakanda had relied on Vibranium for so long, they no longer had a crutch on which they could lean. Removing Vibranium from the equation totally changed Wakanda's place in the Marvel Universe. But Wakanda endured. Shuri, hardened by war, grew into a fierce queen. Additionally, T'Challa, with no title, no powers, and no Vibranium, decided to leave Wakanda for a time. T'Challa got to experience life as an ordinary man. Of course, T'Challa later made a deal with the Panther god, becoming the king of the dead. Doomwar left lasting consequences for both Wakanda and the Black Panther. Thanks for joining me today on Wakandian Whispers, where the past, present, and future of Wakanda are never forgotten. If you enjoyed this complete breakdown of Doomwar, hit that like button, subscribe, and join the community. Drop a comment below and tell me, if Doomwar hits the MCU, who do you want standing at Wakanda's side? Shuri, M'Baku, Storm, or someone new? Until next time, Wakanda forever.